If you want to make some money in 2023 in crypto, guys, you've got to be smart about where you're putting your money. And I'm going to tell you in this video exactly where I'm putting my money right now and why I think this is probably one of the most exciting times that we have seen in 2023 as an investor in crypto. I'm also going to tell you two very, very good investments in my opinion later on in the video, so make sure you stick around for that. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Every single day I make videos on crypto, what I'm buying, what I'm selling right now, and how to deal with the stresses of the market. So hit subscribe if that sounds good to you, and let's get into this video. So this is why it's the most exciting time. This is Alex Becker, and I've been following this guy for years, talk about all sorts of different things, and then he got heavily into crypto, which has made him even more interesting to listen to. $2 million have already been printed. This is where you want to be buying game coins. The S&P recovery will happen. Crypto will then have breathing room, reset, and grind up. Gaming will be the biggest exits. And there's a massive reason for that. Over the last few months, gaming has really suffered. The GameFi industry has been completely on its ass. I'm not really sure. Crypto in general hasn't been booming. But crypto right now, you can see in my free Telegram, which is linked down below, you can understand the feeling across markets. Everyone is anticipating Bitcoin to go lower. Everyone's now waiting. They don't want to put money into anything. They're like, I want to hold on. I'm going to wait for Bitcoin to hit 15K. Bitcoin's going to go to 5K. This is classic end of bear market mentality. And eventually these people will dive into the market, but when Bitcoin's at like 40K. And then we will probably see it roll over for a little bit. And this is my opinion, okay? Now I'm with Alex Becker. GameFi is probably where I see the most growth in crypto because loads of people around the world play games. And that industry is growing all the time because the developing world now have access to smartphones and things like that, which means that many more people are flooding onto the market to play games. It is probably one of the most natural integrations that I've seen. And this, along with the Wall Street cheat sheet, is one of my favorite things to share on this channel. And that's because it shows the growth of gaming as a whole. And it's shown the growth that we've seen is massively scaling up. And we can see this area where the yellow part starts is around 2020, 2021, which obviously we've already seen. And now, as we move into 2023, you will see that this area absolutely explodes. And why it's doing that is because gaming as a whole is exploding, but GameFi is starting to explode as well. And I actually think you're going to see less growth coming from the play-to-earn games or original play-to-earn games, but more you're going to see growth from companies that enable these existing gaming platforms that have AAA games. I'm talking like EA Sports and the Call of Duty games and all that stuff, and then turning that into GameFi play-to-earn function games. Those are multi-billion-dollar games. And if you can turn those games into play-to-earn gaming functions, it's the companies that have the power to do that where I see the most growth. And that's why the first one I'm going to talk about today that I've got my eye on is Altura, which is a Web3 infrastructure for games. You can create, update, and transfer NFTs in-game without technical complexity or cost of investment. Altura provides everything you need to integrate Web3 into your game in a simple yet powerful platform, so you can focus on what matters most, building your game. People who build games don't really understand crypto. People who understand crypto don't really know how to build good games. This is the biggest problem, okay? If you can find one that integrates these two massively powerful components together, then you have a match made in heaven for the average investor. And that's where we are right now, guys. Monetize with safety and security. This is very cool. And we're not just talking about like the AAA kind of rated games. I'm talking like the FIFAs, the Maddens, whatever it is out there right now. I'm talking about people building games like Candy Crush, which literally everyone sat on the toilet around the world is playing right now. But basically imagine a platform that's going to be able to take a portion of all the monetization of all of the users using the likes of Candy Crush, using the likes of these massive games that are being played on every platform by everyone, old and young. And then pair that up with a market cap of $26.8 million today, okay? Up, in fact, 10% today. Fully diluted market cap, $36.9 million. Obviously, there's some room for inflation there, which is not ideal. But guys, super early on in this project's life, and you can see still extremely cheap. For this to do a 10x and go to $360 million, not beyond the realms of imagination. 100x, $3.6 billion. Guys, if you were around for the last bull market, GameFi saw the biggest, most explosive growth ever. Right now, GameFi has been punished towards the downside harder than pretty much any of the industries within the crypto space. And yet, most of the development that's been happening in crypto over the last couple of years while we've been in that bear market has come out of GameFi. GameFi is the place you need to be looking, whether it's this project or any other project for that matter. This is where I'd be looking right now if I was you. And another place that I'm looking is Seedify. It does have a larger market cap, okay, and it might not be the specific platform you want to invest in, but potentially you can invest in the games and things that are being launched on here. It's a launchpad for new games. What better place to identify killer game projects that are going to get started around this time in the market? Because this is when the market is super low, competition is super low, and you can pick up some of these potentially huge, enormous games at absolutely massive discounts. Some of these games that will get launched on here have the potential to do 1000x. If you put in $10 and it does 1000x, you will leave with $10,000. And that's just mind-boggling, right? Imagine putting in $10 and getting even $1,000 out another day. That's just ludicrous, okay? So think about this. Why not get into a platform like this? And when you see a new game, without fail, put in $10, $20. That's just what I would plan on doing, right? Or maybe $50 if you've got the money, you can do it. Whatever it is, guys, 100x potentially on any of these is just ludicrous. 1000x is even more crazy. And you don't really have to be that smart, because I think gaming or GameFi as a whole is just going to be crazy gains everywhere. But if you can make some smart choices within that industry going forward, well, then you're going to see some ridiculous upside, in my opinion. I do recommend following Alex Becker. There's also other channels like Into the Rubicon or something like that on YouTube, also phenomenal for this kind of stuff. Coming down below, guys, you can see all these are like pools for different games being launched all the time. So get into it, get into the weeds, find out a little bit more. There's also an NFT launchpad. The NFT market a bit quiet at the moment, lots of it flooding into meme coins, but eventually once crypto goes high enough, you'll get back into the NFT market again. I don't care if you think NFTs are total BS. I don't care if you think whatever's total BS. I think meme coins are total BS, but did people make money? Yes. Do I want to make money? Yes. So I don't really care. So I don't really care whether or not something's like good or whatever, okay? All I care is, am I at the right time in the market right now? Is there upside potential? Do I want to be involved in it? Yes, no, pull the trigger, set some alerts, head to the beach, do whatever, okay? That's what we need to be doing. GameFi is one of the hottest areas in crypto right now, but it's not, okay? That's why it's so good. It's the hottest area of potential. Right now, it's pretty boring, okay? You can hear the crickets in GameFi. That's why you want to be in that space. You don't want to be in the spaces that have already pumped, because they're boring. Because they are going to go down. Anything goes up must come down. Anything goes down must come up, right? This is why. This is where I'm looking. Guys, every day I'm going to be telling you how it is. Telling you what I'm buying, what I'm selling. This is a good area for me to be investing in right now. And I'm going to do my best to start finding more stuff within GameFi that's worth investing in. So if that's of interest to you, then subscribe. I'd love to have you following this channel. And if you haven't already, then hit the like button. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.